Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ba'd. The next part of a long hadith we've been covering, farhatan yafrahuhuma. He said that the person who's fasting, they're going to get two delights or two amazing, enjoyable states. إذا أفطر فرح بفطره. Number one, when he breaks his fast, he's going to be happy when he breaks his fast. Because you know what happens when you break your fast? You've not been eating the entire day. Your food tastes the best that you've ever had in a very long time. The first bite after fasting always tastes good. And then he said, وَإِذَا لَقِيَ رَبَّهُ فَرِحَ بِصَوْمِهِ. And when he meets his Lord, he will be pleased by his fast. Meaning the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is happy with you and you're going to experience that, you're going to experience that on the Day of Judgment. We know we get reward when we fast. But when you meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for every fast that you've done, you're going to get a delight in the akhirah that will not be comparable to the delight that you had in this world. And this hadith is muttafaqun alayh. This is in Bukhari and Muslim. I want to reflect a little bit on the first part. This idea of feeling good when you break your fast is one of the beautiful things in Islam. Is that you're allowed to enjoy certain things in this life. And it's one of the purposes behind fasting, is that you begin to appreciate the blessings that you have in your life. When you fast and you go without food, you go without water, oftentimes we take these blessings for granted. We get food and water every single day. And what happens is you have to have that removed from you in order for you to appreciate that thing. There's something in economics, it's called diminishing marginal utility. It's a principle that they teach in high school economics. It's a very simple principle. The principle is that the more you have of something and the longer you have it, the less you value it. And the more you're deprived of it, in the beginning, it's better, and then it eventually goes down and down and down over time. So if you take an example like pizza, or donuts, or something that people like, biryani, or maqluba, something like that, and you have not been eating for a while, the first bite of that pizza or that maqluba is the absolute best bite out of the entire meal. Second bite, still good. Third bite is getting a little bit lower, doesn't compare to the first two. By the time you get to the 10th bite, it's a good dish, but it's not like the first or the second or the third. And that's the way human beings are. And what you do is by fasting, because you've deprived yourself throughout the entire day of all types of food, you're getting yourself into a state where you're going to be able to appreciate the food that you have. And I notice everyone who just stops and thinks a little bit, that's something that we need in this world today. Because we have every luxury, everything available for you on the spot whenever you want it. Amazon Prime delivery will come in 2 hours and deliver something to you. Whether or not we should boycott Amazon is a separate issue, right? So everything's on demand. We live in a culture of on demand. And the only way we're going to begin to appreciate the blessings that we have is by really reflecting on our situation and depriving ourselves of some of those blessings. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the ability to appreciate all the blessings that we have in our life. Ameen wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Assalamu alaikum.